Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I'm Andrew Caputo. I'll be calling the game tonight. Nick Gimbel, who usually calls the games, is unable to be here. So I'll be filling in for his place tonight. Tonight we have a great matchup between the USF Bulls and the Embry-Riddle Eagles. This is USF's home opener, so they're their opener, so they're pretty excited to get on the road. Riddle has already gotten off on a head start, playing UCF last weekend in a home and coming away 1-1. So looking to see if they can come away with a 2-1 record here tonight. Should be a good game. Thank you for joining us here in sunny Daytona Beach this evening. And we will send it down to ice level here. Let them take it away for starting lineup and the anthem. That was a lovely rendition of the anthem by Sarah Burns. Again, thank you all for joining us here tonight. We are excited to get underway. Embry-Riddle had a pretty good start to the season so far, all things considered, beating UCF for the first time in team history last Friday night here. So a big part of that was actually a lot of the freshmen who've made their way into the lineup. And one of them gets to showcase themselves on the first line tonight, with Adrian Deborah making his debut on the first line beside Captain Ryan Marks and junior Turner Kaufman, who had a hat trick last Friday night as well, looking to put some big guns together and some physicality. One of the things Coach Joyce always talks about with these four lines is he likes speed and grit on every line, and he feels that the lineup tonight has a little bit of that in every line, in every aspect. USF's a very well-tested team, coming in second in the South last year, and we're going to nationals and doing respectable there as well. So it'll be a big test for the Eagles early in the season to see how they fare against one of the top teams in the ACHA D3. Again, speaking of freshman standouts, it looks like Jack Boken will be making a debut also on the top pairing with Ryan Knapp. So Bokun's had a lot of shifty moves in the past two games, showed his speed and great hockey IQ. Looking to see some more of that tonight. In fact, he promised me a goal and an assist in this game, so we will see how this goes as we wait here for puck drop. After a little bit of confusion, Marks wins the puck and chips it forward. USF defender chips it in. Knapp has it. Moves it to Bokun. Little pitch and catch in the D zone. Marcy gets handcuffed by it. Intercepted by Hoffman and chipped in to the left of Maximin Ravini, starting in goal tonight. A little bit of battling by the Zamboni doors. It squibs out into the neutral zone. Chipped right back in by Alfaro. Chipped out. Alfaro has it again and throws it right back in. Okun comes up showing that speed. 3-on-2 developing. And the puck just jumps over Marks' stick. Deborah trying to chip it unsuccessfully forward through the neutral zone, and it squibs back into the Embry-Riddle zone. Deborah has it now. Coming up on a bit of a 2-on-3. See what can be done. Shot goes off the defender's foot. That was DePaulo. Remy Hatu attempted to glove the puck down there. Oh, and Bridges is battling for it down there. Hatu with it. Chips it around looking for Usiak, but unfortunately he can't get there in time. First save of the night by Max Minervini on a shot from the point. Usiak attempts to get the puck out and appears to just get it out. The Eagles have time to reset. It's Noah Austin with the puck. Comes forward. Usiak, good forechecking pressure. Goes in behind the net. Looks like Waitman has it. Goes behind the net. And USF breaks out here. Here comes Miranda. Miranda has it again after a drop pass back to him. Little move on the ball. Chips it down low to Nelson. Puck goes to the far side. High in the air. And it hits one of the Daytona Raptors. And we'll have our first whistle with 17:55 remaining in the first period. Not a lot of set action going on right now. It's kind of a bit of uneven play. Both these teams trying to feel each other out, get a feel in the zone. Not a lot of passes are being connected on right now. This third line for the Eagles will get a chance to get out there on the ice for the first time. The assistant captain Alex Fowler there fighting for it as it gets chipped back into the zone. Bryce Corner with the puck. Chips it to his D partner Wyatt Ebner. Puck gets chipped up. Flipped in the air. Looking for Lytle. And won't find him. And a big hit there. Bit of a collision between Fowler and the USF player. Big hit by assistant captain Kierson. And the Eagles are definitely taking advantage of the physical play that Coach Joyce always likes to see. The puck looks like it will go for an icing as Corner beats the USF forward to the puck. For any USF fans here, you'll have to forgive me if I mispronounce or don't say names as frequently. I am trying to make sure I stay on top of their roster as well. But I am quite not as familiar with it. We'll do our best here. As it looks like Maldi won the face-off forward, but Kierson had the puck. Mikev had it, chipped it. Puck comes out to Ebner. It's given to Corner. Corner connects with Fowler, but it's taken by Falbo. Big hit by Corner, and he goes in after it. Again, these Embry-Riddle defensemen not afraid to step up on the play and be physical. USF gains the zone. A 2-on-2 battle behind the net. Silcox and Bokun had the puck, and the Eagles win it out. And here comes Bokun on a great opportunity. Shot and a save, First big test of the night for the USF goaltender. Off the edge of the cage. Silcox slapping for it. And USF survives with Hoffman leaving the puck behind him. Given to Alfaro. He's stopped at the Embry-Riddle blue line. The puck's still dumped in behind the cage of Max Minervini. Pass broken up. Great read there by Tim Lynch. Puck thrown again behind the boards, behind Max Minervini. Knapp finishes his hit, leaves the puck. Shepard has it. Makes a pass to Brantley Miller. 2-on-2, he has Silcox. It's a soft shot on that. Goes into the glove of Sam Coleman, starting goalie for USF tonight. First big test of the night for him. He handled that very well. It's a good opportunity in front. Again, Boken using that great speed he's known for to create an opportunity and get in behind the USF defenseman. Again, that's a defenseman for Embry-Riddle making that kind of play. First line's out here on this offensive zone draw. The faceoff's won by USF. Bridges chips it. Marks coming in. Great opportunity. Shoots. And a glove save by Coleman, who was unfazed by that play at all. Excellent job challenging and really took away a great opportunity. Mark's looking to go upstairs, and there was none of that being had by Coleman. His first line will take a second crack at it in the offensive zone. Tried to be one forward, but the puck was left behind Marks. Bit of a foot battle there. Big hit. Marks has it. Goes in. He's challenged by 3 players. And USF slaps the puck out. Remy Halto has it. Decides to dump it in. Stopped by number 5, Nelson. The puck's chipped up. Interception by Halto. He shoots. Redirected by a USF defender, but a save again by Coleman. Bridges pinches, but Miranda survived that. Took another hit. Still has the puck. Now Marks has it. The puck's just chipped out, as DePaulo will go to retrieve it. Waits. Makes a pass, looking to connect. You see, just got a piece of number 7, Zlezak, excuse me. USF has it, chips it in. Halto has it, chips it, swings it around, doesn't quite go. Looks for the left wing there. Big hit taken by Letarte, and USF has the puck in their defensive zone. D to D off the backboards of Daytona. Halto with a big hit. Ebner gets it, tees it. And with no traffic, Coleman takes that in the breadbasket, and we have a whistle. Big hit by Letarte. Unofficially the shortest guy on the team here with the Embry-Riddle Eagles. Not afraid to throw his weight around when he has the opportunity. Again, Embry-Riddle doing a good job so far holding their own against this very highly ranked team in the ACHA D3 South. USF behind the net, starts their own breakout. A pass looking for Rhodes was intercepted. USF has it again in their own zone. Pitch up to, a pitch up and further into neutralized was stopped, and the Eagles have it. Lytle chips it back. Falbo has it. Gives it to Moss. Moss going in, appears to be unchallenged. Throws into the slot, centers, but the pass was for no one. Shot deflected by Ebner, looks like it just went over the net, just over Max Minervini. Again, this is the first real pressure USF has had in the zone. Another big physical hit, and the puck can't get out. And finally, it does, as Hoffman sends it right back in. And another hit appears to, and it almost constantly, Embry-Riddle tradition, dislodge a pane of glass briefly, and we'll have a stoppage of play for that. And as we say every broadcast, folks, it wouldn't be an Embry-Riddle hockey game if not for a pane of glass being dislodged. The refs will work on that. With 13:24 remaining in the first period, shots are 5-1 for Embry-Riddle. So a great start again. So kind of a second, you don't want to lose the momentum that you've gained so far in the first 6.5 minutes. Just want to keep going, and with the glass looks to be fixed, we'll go right back out here with the fourth line, as Walters will try to win this away, and he does. Lynch sails it in off the blocker of Minervini. Knapp chips it up, looking for Shepard. Shepard chips it. It's gloved down by a USF defender. Shepard fights for it. And a good second effort by the USF defenseman there to make sure the puck didn't go back on an odd man rush. Knapp gets it, chips it up, soccered into the zone by Lynch, Chipped out as a scary play. And Marks just manages to get it out there. A 3-on-2 developing, but a far spring pass broken up. And USF comes in, chips the puck in, and for many times tonight sits behind Max Minervini. Boken with it, wheels. He's facing some pressure. Gets Shepard. Shepard kitty corners it up. Looking for Miller. But Lynch gets it, and Miller acquaints him with the boards on his side of the ice. Miller still fighting for it. USF comes away with it. Big body check. Deborah has it. Throws the shot. Sails just wide of Coleman. And Knapp sends it right back in. A redirection by the USF defender goes just wide, but that could have been scary, folks. Marks pressures. Lynch comes out with it, looking at his options. Puck goes up. And again, these hits are high and they're coming hard from the Embry-Riddle Eagles. I tell you that the USF will not want to deal with this for 6 periods this weekend, as they're going to have to. 12:05 remaining in the first period. Shots are still 5-2. This first line will stay out here for some more pressure. This will be Miranda trying to win it away from Captain Ryan Marks. With Lazak on the right wing here alongside Deborah. Marks wins it forward. Puck swatted into the zone by Deborah. Good forecheck by the Embry-Riddle Eagles. As Turner chases. Turner Kaufman. And a pass that doesn't get to anybody. Bridges will try to beat out for the icing, and he does. And the faceoff will go back into the USF zone. There's not much time. Only about 14 seconds off from the last time we had a faceoff. Look for these Eagles to start trying to crash the net. That's going to be something really big that Coach Joyce has emphasized this last week in practice, is for the defensemen to shoot, but for the forwards to really get in there. And Deborah tripping over the outside of the circle there can get a bit slippery out there on the ice. Marks wins it back. Turner stripped of the puck. Bridges chips it back. Turner can't quite get it. And a 3-on-2 coming out with Miranda having the puck. He's stripped by Bridges, and Turner Kaufman comes out with it. Ryan Marks just loses the pass, goes off his skate. Deborah has it in the slot. Shot blocked, and it appears to be in pain. The USF defender, another shot. And Turner Kaufman with a great second chance there. And again, Coleman is there with the save, like it was nothing. He really is doing a great job tonight, making these saves look effortless. The Eagles are going to have to put a lot more traffic in front of him to get any goals, and if they're going to hope to come out of here with this game. But a big cough up by the USF defenders there. See if that USF player is all right who took that shot block. Bridges just can't keep it in, so the Eagles will have to touch up as USF regroups behind their zone. This is Falbo. Makes a pass and starts a 3-on-2. It appears to be Mikev has the puck. A little bit of confusion in front of the net. And Kyle Lusiak takes it off the skate, tries to use his speed, and looks like he takes a penalty in the process. That's a tough one to take right there, if that's what we're calling. Oh, and excuse me, folks, don't retract that statement. It looks like number 21 for USF took that penalty. My apologies to Kyle Lusiak if he's listening to this. Did not mean to signal him out here. Good drive by him to pressure on the puck there and possibly draw the penalty. It's kind of tough to see in this corner to my left. But the Eagles get a first chance on the power play, with Noah Austin winning the faceoff back. Bryce Corner has it, and he decides to take it out just to be safe, as he just loses outside the zone. Ebner has it, passes it back to Corner, a little stiff pass, gives it back to Ebner, and Ebner dumps it in. The Eagles go for the dump. And Coleman tries to clear it, and it goes to Ebner, but it was a great try to clear it. Noah Austin in Gretzky's office, chips it up to Corner. Corner takes the hit, eats the puck, and loses it. Ebner tries to chip it back in a great defensive play, as there was almost a shorthanded opportunity, as the Eagles will come up now on a 3-on-3. Shot off the defender's leg, that was Walters. Puck chipped up and out of the zone as USF will make a desperately needed change. 50 seconds gone on this power play for the Eagles. Not a lot happening so far as Deborah takes it behind the net. Looks at his options, passes it up, chips it to Ebner, who has a little bit of trouble with it. Gives it back to Deborah. Passes it back to Ebner. Looks, catches Kaufman, tries to come in with some speed. And Marks will get the puck. The captain throws it back up to the top, but no defenders there as the Eagles were making a change. Boken passes to Bridges. Deborah has it, can't quite get a handle on it. USF defender is stripped of it, and luckily gets it back That was Nelson with it. Boken makes a play, passes it, and that was a bit of a late offside call there, but Boken not really agreeing with it, but the ref tends to hold the keys when it comes to that, so we'll have a face-off just outside with 28 seconds remaining on this power play. Not a lot going on for the Eagles. It's a bit unfortunate. Hoping he uses an opportunity to turn the tide and capitalize on some of the pressure. Kierson out here on the draw, looking to win it back from Walters, and Walters will win it. Give it right to Boken, who will give it to Bridges. The BB line dumps it in as Lytle goes in after it. Nelson has some time, makes a play, but gets the puck back behind the net, assessing some options. Nelson gets it back, storms up the ice, and chips it in. And that'll just about do it for this Embry-Riddle power play. As the defender comes out of the box now, we're back to full strength. Not a lot really happening. Lytle losing the puck, looks for it in his feet, chips it up. Kierson going for it, but Lytle's chip went a little too far for Kierson to get to, and it'll be an icing against Embry-Riddle. We'll go back into the zone with 8:49 remaining in the first period. Shot still 7-2 for the Eagles. Minervini has not been tested a lot tonight, but don't give anyone, don't doubt USF at all. In any moment in this game, they are far from out of this at all. Very capable of turning it on at a moment's notice and creating some dangerous chances. Puck squibs out, and a great shot by Lytle to keep that from being a dangerous scoring chance. Puck along the half wall. Attempted shot on net, doesn't make it. As Bridges comes out with it and lightly chips it in, try to finish off a defensive change from that icing. Fowler finishes his man into the wall and gets a cheer from the crowd, but USF comes out with it. This appears to be Timonian, makes a move. Where's the puck? Kierson slaps it away, comes up, has Lytle breaking, but he'll just decide to carry it himself and just throw it on net. Streaks just wide of Coleman. Fowler goes in and throws another hit. Ebner has it, throws it on net, didn't get there. Lytle got a piece of it. Kierson turning around, big hit, another hit, and this third line getting it done physically as the USF finally comes out on a 3-on-3. We'll see what develops here. Puck swatted away, Lytle with it, takes a hit. USF player loses his stick. That was Waitman. And the puck goes around. And a little bit of pushing and shoving going on. And the refs will break out the extracurriculars pretty quickly here. A few players are a bit confused on, looks like a penalty is being called. It looks like it's only going to be on Kierson, which is a bit surprising here. It looked like both players were going at it. And the Embry-Riddle bench and its players are letting their dismay be known. But it looks like USF will be going to the power play with 7:38 remaining in the first period. Although some discussions are being had to both captains. Fans are letting their disapproval be known as well. Yeah, we want to thank all our fans for coming out to our games. We always appreciate the support. We had just shy of 400 people at our home opener last Friday. A little quieter tonight, but still a good crowd. Always do appreciate it. While this discussion's going on, it would be a good time to plug that we are selling military-style jerseys for our Veterans Day game. I should say selling. We are offering them up for a $60 donation that will go to the Semper Fi Fund that helps victims of September 11th. We'll be wearing these jerseys on the November 8th Veterans Day game against Lynn University. And 20 veterans from the local community will have their names on the backs of these jerseys. They'll be given to them for free at the end of the game in a shirts off our back style ceremony. If you would want your own jersey, please go to the Embry-Riddle Eagles Ice Hockey Facebook page and check it out for yourself for $60. You can get your own jersey, military camo, name and number of your choice. And again, it goes to the Semper Fi Foundation. Semper Fi Fund, excuse me. It's a great cause. First time the Embry-Riddle Eagles are doing event-style jerseys. Make sure to pick up your own sweater I believe the sale ends on September 23rd, which is this Monday. And the Eagles will not be shorthanded as we will have some 4-on-4 action. See what can happen with a little bit more ice. It's always amazing what happens when you just have 8 guys out there. Shot goes just wide, taken by DePaulo there. And 2-on-3. Marks chips it in, attempts to go after it, gets tied up. Kaufman is the second man. Hits Hoffman. Marks has it, looks for Kaufman, but no luck with that one. And Boken loses his edge, and that one goes off the pipe. Bit of luck involved there, but we'll take that for sure. Boken has it again. Going behind the net, stops up and loses an edge again. And a bit of commotion and traffic in the net as someone from the USF team has made his residence in the net of Max Minervini. And he will vacate it. And the Eagles will start again with a minute left on this 4-on-4 action. Marks takes a big hit from Lynch. These two have already had a bit of contact with each other. And that hits the metal rafters of Daytona Ice Arena. We'll have a whistle. Bit of a tough moment there for Jack Boken with 2 blown tires there. Have to see what's going on with his skates there. Might be talking about getting a skate sharpening between intermissions. With 55 seconds left on the coincidental minors. Austin will take the face-off with the Tart on forward. And Rautu and Bridges on the back end. Austin wins it forward, but a little bit of a miscommunication results in USF dumping the puck in. And that looked to be Walters. Riddle chips it up, nobody there. A flubbed shot on net, gets kicked away by Bridges. Bridges chips it out, doesn't go quite where he wants it to. And Walters has it. Eats the puck along the boards. 2 Eagles in there. Sheehan had it. Waiting for the shot. Puck goes wide. And what's going on here? Looks like another penalty being called. It looks to be coincidental minors again, ladies and gentlemen. So these teams making it known early they're not fond of each other, which doesn't really seem to change too much from what was going on last year when these teams met. 6:03 remaining in the first period. 26 seconds left on the original coincidental minors. And it looks like another 2 will be added, but we'll still keep it at 4-on-4 hockey, it looks like. The refs are showing tonight they are not taking anything lightly. Kaufman ties it up. Bridges has the puck. Chipped out. And off of a glove hand of a USF player. Looks to be Alfaro. And that will go into the bench and we'll have a face-off again in the Embry-Riddle zone. Shot goes off of Max Minervini. I'm not sure if he saw that. Backhand pass by Kaufman, looks for Usiak, but no luck there. USF regroups. That's Tim Lynch with the puck. Coming in, using that speed of his. Nice move, bit of a tie-up. The puck hops to the corner. Chip out, takes a wonky pass off the boards. Now puck's in the air. USF regains it, Lynch with it. Assessing his options, throws it on net. That's quietly and calmly swallowed up by Minervini. And he'll look to slow down the play. Play's been very choppy so far in the first period, folks. A lot of pucks being flipped around, trying to be caught with sticks. Not exactly clean passes so far. We'll see if these teams can settle down into the game shortly. The fourth line out there, Matt Silcox with the face-off, wins it back to Ebner. He's hemmed pretty hard behind his net, chips it up, looking for Malcheski. Malcheski fights for it. Puck gets chipped out, but not all the way. Malcheski takes a bit of abuse, but he gets the puck past the blue line. The USF player looking to connect with Malady. Shepard chips it up. And Falbo has it. Chipped it to the far corner. Shepard gains it. And he chips it in as Malcheski goes in after it. Falbo first to the puck. Puck escapes Silcox. He backhands it back Malcheski tries to get it. Falbo has it. Behind the net. Backhands it back. Silcox finishes his hit as Maldi comes up the ice. Ebner on him. And a shot on net. Minervini decisively steers to the netting. And we'll have a face-off in the Amarillo zone with 4:37 remaining in the first period. Shots 7-5. Eagles to Bulls. Again, not a lot of shots going on this period. It's been a lot of battling. Not exactly a lot of clear-cut opportunities. Both coaches will probably be commenting on the style of play, as I keep saying, seeing if it can settle in. Falbo with the puck, dumped it down below. Boken has it, makes a move, kind of gets a little bit of a hook. Puck doesn't get out, though. Kierson fights for it, has it, starts to chip his way out. See if he can get past the USF defender, but Falbo has it again. Goes behind Coleman. Chips it up to Timoyan. Knapp loses it in his feet. Nice swat there. And he chips it on goal. Coleman very far out of his net at any point in time, so that one just slides right past him. Not afraid to challenge. Puck down low. Kicked up. Boken looks. Passes it to Lytle, but he just couldn't get the shot off. Fowler with it behind the net. And after a bit of battling in the corner there, the whistle's blown, and the penalty has been drawn. Fowler grabbing at his leg there. It looks to be from the call, an Embry-Riddle power play, and a cross-checking call on Alex Fowler. Bit of a tough break there, taking a penalty in the offensive zone. And Embry-Riddle will go back to the penalty kill. Actually, excuse me, this will be the first time they're going to the penalty kill with 3:41 remaining in the first period. USF will show what they can do on their power play with Miranda looking to win the draw for the Bulls. And USF has the puck. Shot. And a nice snag by Max Minervini. And probably the best shot opportunity he's had of the game tonight. Taken for the point by Alfaro. And we'll do this face-off again, just like we did 5 seconds before, with Marks and Miranda. Marks a little more successful this time. Halto tries to get it. Puck kind of is taken from him, and USF has it. Passed up to Lynch. Walks the point. Passes it again. USF looks, shoots. Puck goes off in front. Off a bit of a scramble. And appeared to hit Max Minervini the first time, but the rebound is buried. And 19 seconds into the power play, USF has a goal. Breaking the score looks to be Alfaro coming in, capitalizing on that opportunity. And that's just a tough break there. After a period of relatively little to no movement, a bad penalty, and just like that, you're down one. Again, talking about this USF team, at any moment can make you pay. Eagles have to make sure they stay out of the box. Well, it looks like Fowler's being tended to by medical trainer Harry Stills. And the first line will look to come out and set the tone after that goal against, with 3:22 remaining in the first period. Turner spins around. Kaufman loses it. Bank pass to Timoyan. USF enters the zone. Puck skipped up in the skates. Marks has it. Comes out. Puck stripped from him. Turner Kaufman has it. Gets kind of hampered. And it looks like a penalty will be called. And from the looks of it, it'll be on a USF forward. It looks like they might have gotten a hook on Kaufman when he went to the offensive zone. Looks to be a high stick, actually. And the Eagles will go to the power play if they stop the clock. Looks like it was running a few extra seconds. And I'll have to reset the scoreboard time and the penalty time. It's a big opportunity for the Eagles. Not a lot showing on their last power play. They will absolutely need something here to try to even the score. Shots are 7-7 apiece now. USF up 1-0 on the goal by Alfaro. Riddle wins the draw. Marks looks to drive the net. Sits in the office. Passes it up to Deborah. Marks has it. Banks it off to Halto. Halto tees it. Steered away by Coleman. USF has it and will calmly chip it away to the USF bench, and they'll make a quick change already with a minute 35 remaining in the odd man situation for the Eagles. Bridges takes the puck. Marks has it. Deborah takes the pass. Enters the zone. Hampered. USF takes the puck back and ships it out. Halto races back for it. Circles. Passes it up to Deborah. Enters the zone 3-on-2. Dumps it in. Usiak looking for it. Takes it behind the net again. Chips it back to Deborah. Bit of a battle going on. Deborah has the puck again. Deborah looks. Cuts in. Throws it off the side of the cage. Goes down low. Deborah has it again. A lot of time down low. Loses it in the ref's skates. Bit of an unfortunate play there. And the puck's chipped down. And Halto will battle it out with his 18 counterpart. Throws it around. USF defender already there. Crotein throws the puck on net. Halto gets it. 30 seconds remaining on the odd man situation. Pass goes to Usiak off his skates. And Lynch will have it. And the USF defenseman will stall time until they chip it out. And the puck goes out on a breakaway opportunity. And after a scramble, goodness, that was a close one there for Max Minervini. After a save, trying to cover it, and USF almost got themselves a shorthanded goal. Tries for a breakaway pass for Usiak, but nothing happening there. 45 seconds remaining in the period, and both teams are back to 5 aside. Austin takes a heavy hit as Letarte goes in after it. Pinned up against the wall by Lynch. Usiak getting in there, becoming acquainted with the wall and the USF defenseman. And the puck chipped out all the way down. Looks like it should go for an icing. And it will with 21 seconds left in the period. See what the Eagles can get done in these last 21 seconds of the period. It would be really great to try to see if they could generate some momentum and perhaps tie the game at this point, as it is going to be a bit of a downer to go into the intermission down a goal here. Kierson will look to win the draw back, and he does. Kierson battles for it behind the net. 15 seconds remaining. Lytle goes to pressure. Puck skitters out in front and manages to go between the two defenders. 7 seconds left. Pass to Malcheski. Chesky will look to take it up. Lytle with it. 2 seconds and 1. And the shot's blocked by Mikev. And that'll do it for the first period. Shots 10-8 in favor of the Bulls, making a comeback in the shot department, and the score favoring them 1-0. Again, not a terrible period for the Eagles. It's just, you look at that power play goal, that's something that could have maybe been avoided. And we'll look to try to talk about that in the intermission. Coach Joyce talked about a lot of mitigating penalties, trying to make sure we don't spend a lot of time in the penalty box. And overall, this period was a bit of a mixed bag when it comes to that. The Embry-Riddle Eagles faithful showing their support for the team as they come off the ice for the intermission. We'll be back in about 17 minutes to start the second period of this game here in Daytona Beach.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, live back from the Daytona Ice Arena here for the start of the second period between the Embry-Riddle Eagles hosting the USF Bulls. USF in their road green uniforms with the gold lacing, moving right to left across the ice surface to start period number 2. Embry-Riddle in their home white uniforms with the navy and golden trim, moving in the opposite direction, left to right. Eagles trailing 1-0 coming into this period, and it was on a power play goal that hit the body of Minervini as a shot comes in deflected wide. Nick Gimbel joined by Andrew Caputo. Andrew, what was the message from Coach Joyce going into this second period?
Well, first off, I want to say it's good to have you back, Nick. And overall, I mean, I think Coach seemed to be pretty happy with the period, other than it's the idea of penalties. I mean, it was the same thing that came up in the UCF game last Friday night, making sure that you're not taking these unnecessary penalties. I mean, against a team like this, I mean, this is a team that's even better than the team they saw last Friday night. This is a team that was second in the ACHA South, and on any kind of questionable penalty like that, they're going to make you pay, and that's what happened on the first goal. So other than that, Coach was pretty proud. I mean, this is a very good start against a team like this. Very much still in this game. Just got to kind of put their heads down and go to work.
And this is the first game for USF of the season, so Embry-Riddle already has 2 games under their belt. Embry-Riddle with good possession off the opening face-off. Team captain Ryan Marks up to the blue line. And Colin Bridges sends it back where it came from. 18:50 left in period 2. Eagles trail 1-0. They have yet to get a shot this period. And they went into the locker room trailing 10-8 in that category as a cross-ice pass from UCF goes all the way to the blue line. Bridges with a shot high in the air, and rebound snagged up high just below the chin of Sam Coleman. No carryover penalties nor power plays from the first period into this second period. And a couple of new faces for those tuning in that were with us last week against UCF. Jordan Shepard is back in the lineup for Embry-Riddle, as well as David Lytle. They were both in the lineup for that 2-0 loss to UCF in Orlando, and the Bulls come streaking down the left side of the ice. Great body from Hawtaw, steers his man off the puck and will settle it down in the near side corner. Off the boards and back into neutral ice. And Adam Letarte, looking for his first point in an Embry-Riddle uniform, sends it into the near side corner, gives chase himself. Turns away from pressure, tries to keep it below the goal line, fails to do so. And Bridges and Hawtaw retreat out to the neutral zone. Good stick from Hawtaw, good toe drag from Bridges, and a 2-on-1 for Embry-Riddle. Usiak on the left wing, centering past the shot, and a high stick, I believe, on Letarte goes uncalled. Minervini will settle this play down as the puck comes right in on his right pad. And the Embry-Riddle bench wanting an explanation as to why Letarte is able to go down without a penalty call.
And that's just a real shame. I think it's a consequence of his size. This seems to be something that happens to him a lot. He's been in the 3 games I've been watching him play, he's been abused tremendously, taking a lot of hits that would be called up high on other players. It's just a real shame. I mean, it's a testament to how hard he works, but he pays even more of a price with his body.
Eagles will win the faceoff out to the neutral zone. That was Lytle. USF in their own zone. The near side corner, backhanded up the wall. Ebner is able to keep it alive at the near blue line, looking for Lytle, and the Bulls will regain possession in their own territory, streak over the center ice red line, and sends it out of play. That was number 25 for USF, sending that out of play, and that should go back out to the neutral zone.
One of the big things the Eagles also talked about trying to do this period was get traffic in front of Coleman. He's been very good so far. They need to take away his sight to try to put a puck past him.
Croden in his own zone for the Bulls. He'll send it through the air off a body, and USF comes back in down the right wing. Ebner keeps his man to the outside. Centering pass on the far side had Minervini fooled, but unfortunately had the entire USF team fooled as well. So the Eagles are able to send it back into the far side corner. Lytle taking a body, as well as Curson. Saucer pass hard to the far side, doesn't connect. Minervini signaling for an icing call, and he'll get it with 16:45 left in period 2. And we'll have a face-off all the way down in Embry-Riddle offensive territory. Looks like it'll be to the game. Only 10-11, that still sees the Bulls leading in that category.
The first period seemed very choppy. Both teams were trying to find their legs. Could not really connect on a lot of passes. And it seems like it started to settle down a little bit more so here in the second.
And this is the only SCHC game on this weekend, or excuse me, tonight. As the Bulls try to get possession. And a centering pass goes off a post. And the rebound on the near side, Minervini had no chance. I believe that was number 12, Brock Hoffman, who was able to poke home the loose change.
And that's just a breakdown by the defense there, absolutely. There's two guys left wide in front of the net. Not really anything that Minervini could do on that play at all. But give credit to USF for making that happen very quickly. All it took was just a couple seconds of exposure for that to happen. And just like that, the Eagles are down 2-0.
And I didn't get a chance to finish my original statement that University of Tampa is the only other games on this weekend. They're on the road in Atlanta in non-SCHC games. And Embry-Riddle and Tampa are tied each with 2 points. So Embry-Riddle trying to remain on top of the SCHC scoreboard. Right now they're dealing with a 2-0 hole to the Bulls. Delayed offsides doesn't matter as the Bulls will touch up. Eagles unable to clear it. The Bulls get it back below Minervini's goal line. Bridges has his pocket pick. Centering pass off the stick of Minervini. One-handed out to the far side for Deborah. Deborah working 1-on-3. Good hard work to get it into the attacking zone. Deborah looking for support from Marks. Gets it back below the goal line. 2 men high in the attacking zone on the forecheck, and now a 2-on-1 again for USF. Near side looking far, goes off a body of Hawtalk, goes back off a body of Deborah. Bulls still with possession. 15:38 left in period 2. Pass doesn't connect. And so the puck will go all the way down, but Coleman active out of his crease, sends it back where it came from on a deflection. Icing is negated. Hawtalk for Bridges on the near side corner. Taking some punishment, getting it up to the near side boards. Skated up to the blue line, dumped off the boards and out. Bulls have a neutral zone regroup. Takes a deflection left at the blue line. USF comes back in, backhand centering pass deflected out on a backhand pitchfork. 5 minutes gone in period 2. Dump-in attempt is blocked in front, but it does make its way below the goal line. Another turnaround centering pass, and this one through the crease. Goes all the way to the near corner. Up to the blue line, stays onside. Eagles on the second effort are able to get it out, but USF continuing the pressure down the near side boards. Looking to grow their 2-0 lead. Shot blocked away. Usiak has a breakaway right in on goal. Kyle Usiak right down the gut, shoots, and a blocker save by Sam Coleman. A huge save for the USF netminder.
That was a fantastic opportunity, great read, and Coleman comes up with an amazing save in what could have been a game-changing play for the Eagles.
Bulls in the neutral zone, backhand saucer pass right through the center ice logo, continued to the far corner. Hawtaw again stepping up on the play, thrown off the boards by the Eagles. They come right back out. Latart stopped at the red line. And another dangerous play from Hawtaw. He's able to get it over the blue line. Delayed offsides, comes back out to the neutral zone, so it's able to be dumped back in by the Eagles as they make a 4-man line change. Stretch pass connects on a deflection onto possession for Ebner for the Eagles. Back for Wyatt on the right side. It deflected off of a Bull stick, and that's going to roll on goal, and Coleman is forced to cover the puck up for a whistle and a face-off on the far side circle. 13:36 left in period 2.
Eagles defensemen are being really active. Pros and cons of that is that the chances you give up odd man rushes against this USF team, and they will make you pay if you give up even a handful of them. They are very good at capitalizing. Eagles defensemen need to be checking behind them, make sure they have a man coming in if they are going to pinch.
Curson for Malcheski on the face-off And a shot from the blue line blocked in front. Ebner's flat-footed, and he gets a stick on the play to the far side for corner. The Bulls hard on the forecheck pressure still. Able to get possession on the near side. Up to the blue line, stutter step, and a shot goes wide to the far corner. Didn't have a clear shooting lane. Back up to the blue line, good possession, and a shot goes wide to the far side, glove hand of Minervini. Corner and Ebner battling hard on the near side. Corner comes up with it for the Eagles. Off the boards, but too far away from his winger. And Malcheski's unable to get it out of the zone. Hard pressure from the Bulls here with 12:48 left in period 2. Centering pass deflected away by Minervini. Left pad saved by the netminder. Rebound all the way up to the blue line, blocked in front. Backhander, another save by the left pad of Minervini. Thrown off the glass and out. Lytle's got to get up, and he can get it all the way down. Icing waved off. And Coleman way out of his net. He falls down, but no pressure from the Eagles on the secondary. And USF comes back down the near side. Left wing half wall battle for possession up the blue line. Icing is called. There was no signal from either official on the back end. And icing was called by the head referee with 12:12 left in period 2 as the action starts to pick up.
USF showing more so in the second period why they're such a formidable team, kind of having the Eagles running around in their own defensive zone. Need to be careful and trying to get the puck out and leaving men unattended in front of the net for long periods of time. And keep that up, it's gonna be a long night.
And this line with a bunch of tired legs. Offside, that's the whistle that Embry-Riddle needed on a mental lapse from USF. That was number 6, Keith Moss, who was unable to keep it at the blue line, giving the Eagles a line change that they desperately needed.
And it looks like Jeremy Kearson, assistant captain's being helped off the ice. That's a bad sign to see. Again, the downside of changing benches this year is that the home team cannot exit off at their own bench to the locker room. They have to wait till a stoppage of play. So this meant Kearson's exit from the ice was delayed even longer than it probably should have been. Looks like he's holding no weight on that left leg. Not exactly sure what happened earlier, Nick, but that's a scary sight to see from the assistant captain.
So we'll hope to see him back. Still over halfway left in this game. Shot from USF on the near side. Left pad save again by Minervini. The Eagles will get it out to the neutral zone on the rebound, but they'll only get as far as center ice before Minervini's forced to corral a dump in behind his net for Ryan Knapp. Saucer pass off a stick of Miller, but it's before the red line. And icing will be called against Embry-Riddle. 11:46 left in period 2. Face off back to the blocker hand side of Minervini. Minervini had the 2-0 loss at UCF on Saturday, and that's where we stand right now, 2-0 in favor of USF. And both goals, at least this one in the second period, not too much Minervini's fault. Definitely this one in the second period has been a little bit of a defensive lapse as the Eagles try to get it out of their zone, and they will on the stick of Shepard. Takes a body, taking a play. Goes over the glass and out of play for a whistle in the USF defensive zone. And the USF shot count is rising up to 15. Face-off out in the neutral zone in front of the Embry-Riddle bench. The referees say that clear out was deflected by an Eagle stick. That's what brings it out of their offensive zone. And a false start off the face-off. We'll do it all over again with 11:22 left in period 2. Ryan Knapp on the backhand off of Marks. His toe drag gets the puck to the near side. Trying to keep it at the blue line is Letarte, unable to do so, and the Bulls come back out to center. Eagles at the red line, dangerous back pass. Luckily for the Eagles, found Ryan Knapp. And a shot goes into the left-handed glove of Coleman on a good shot from the far side.
It was a great kind of snapper real quick. Not really sure where that was going to go, but still found the glove of Coleman. Great save. Coleman's he's looked flawless tonight so far. No real discernible weaknesses. And it's definitely disheartening for the Eagles here that he hasn't showed any specific areas that the Eagles could attack in terms of a goal. Again, keep saying it. Hopefully he can get traffic in front, trying to make something happen there.
Marks with the face-off win to Deborah. Back down into the corner smartly. Marks and Kaufman on the forecheck. Deborah stays above the goal line. Suicide battle behind the net. Eagles still trying to come up with it. Marks is relieved of possession by Kaufman. He's taken down on the play. Referee's arms stay by their side, and a 3-on-2 for USF. Far side, fanning on the shot, getting it back in front and off a body of Hawtaw. Over in front off a hand of Marks, comes up to the blue line, and a hand pass is called on the home team in their defensive zone.
That's a scary hand pass there. Almost went back on net on Minervini there by Marks. Surely unintended, but still a close call nonetheless.
And there's the speed of the Bulls on full display. It was a 3-on-2, quickly turned into almost a 2-on-none breakaway on that far side. Defenseman getting caught flat-footed. Got to make that adjustment. 10-17 left in period 2. Another face-off win in the defensive zone for the Eagles. Colin Bridges harassed from behind, gets the puck up to Deborah on the far side. And Bridges failing on the toe drag, stopped in the neutral zone, and the Bulls send it right back below the goal line. Deborah bodied on the near corner, centering pass intercepted by Bridges, looking for Marks, intercepted by Deborah, nearly stolen away by the Bulls in the high slot. Marks cycling away from pressure, has room in his defensive zone. Gaining speed down the near side, leaves it for Bridges, pitchfork through the neutral zone all the way into the Bulls' end. And USF sets up in their defensive end. Too easy for the Bulls in the neutral zone, but they're going to say it was icing. Eagles caught back behind their own red line, while the Bulls defenders are playing catch just on their defensive side of their own blue line. Those forecheckers need to get a little bit more uncautious, I would say. They're playing a tentative style of forecheck right now. Need to get that forecheck pressure going full force.
Eagles are just trying to find their rhythm, I think, really trying to see what's working for them. I think the second goal kind of caught the bench off guard and see them a bit more tense now. But need to keep pushing it up.
Shot deflected, rebound is there, but it goes wide of the far post. And another centering pass deflected up to the blue line. Ebner keeps it alive for the moment. USF will eventually send it all the way down. Partial break for the Bulls. Looking for a centering lane. Corner steers his man outside the dots.
A great play by Corner. Again, using his body as he's so often able to do to negate that chance.
2-on-1 down low, centering pass off a stick of Ebner and out to the neutral zone.
Ebner read that perfectly. Great job there, completely taking away that passing lane as much as he could.
Great body from Letarte, steals possession away. 3-on-2 down low, centering pass for Usiak. Too far away from him, and he couldn't get a shot off. Up to the blue line, corner, shot deflected, loose in front. Corralled by the Bulls. Breakaway chance if they can snag it out of the air, and Minervini will have to hang on with 8:36 left in period 2.
That was a close call there. Great tie-up by the, I didn't see the number of the USF defender there to keep Noah Austin from being able to get a stick on that and potentially get a great scoring chance. But give a lot of credit to Letarte there for making that happen with his, again, his amazing speed. Took a punishing hit, got up, and still centered the puck.
Nick Walters almost won that faceoff away from Kaufman for USF, but Kaufman gets it out to the neutral zone for Fowler. Fowler down the right side looking for a play in center, unable to do so. Great play from DiPascio for USF, keeping Fowler outside. And now Boken down that left side, working all alone. Boken, shot blocked in front, found its way on goal, and a blocker save had to be made by Coleman. Rebound steered to the near side corner with 8:05 left in period 2.
Boken using that speed once again. on display there. Those wheels of his are absolutely amazing to watch.
Boken, nice stretch pass on for Lytle, working one-on-one. David Lytle looking for a centering pass, hooked down on the play, no call. And USF with a chance to clear, unable to get it around Ryan Knapp. Glove down by Lytle, remains in the play, kept alive again by Boken, and now a 3-on-1 if USF can hurry. Down the left wing side, shot pad saved by Max Minervini.
That was a big save. Great job by Knapp to make sure couldn't take took the shot away, or take the pass away, excuse me, but still a great save by Minervini to come out and take that angle.
Up to the blue line, huge collision here for Lytle. He pops back up as USF maintains possession in the attacking end. Locked in front, now a 4-on-2 for the Eagles. Lytle with Fowler. Lytle takes an ill-advised shot, goes wide of the far post. Centering pass, now the Eagles are caught. They're going to have too many men on the ice if they're not careful here, but USF comes back, and Embry-Riddle's able to get the correct 5 numbers out. That was a dangerous line change, and a huge collision on the far corner. A legal hit, says the referee. Embry-Riddle back the other way. Shepard sends it into the far corner.
And Lytle took a bit of a slow movement to get off the ice there. That USF player looks like he's hurting a bit.
That was number 6, Keith Moss, who got absolutely destroyed in the Embry-Riddle zone on a clean check. With 6:30 left in period 2, play continues, and another body right in front of the crowd.
Not even sure who made that hit on Moss, to be honest. Hope he's all right, but again, it's a hit the Eagles need to make. I mean, really need to try to wake up, try to get this game back in their favor. The crowd's back into it. That was a scary pass made there.
Shepard on the right wing. Has Silcox in the middle, takes a body even though the puck was nowhere near him. Good anticipation from the defender. And an offside play as Malcheski was impatient to the line change.
That was a scary pinch there by Remy Halto. It's a bit of a ill-advised one in my opinion, but it got it to work out there. But again, you got to be careful against this speedy USF team. You make a bad pinch like that, and they will make you pay.
6 minutes exactly left in period 2.
Looks like the USF players are having a word with the refs about that no call and that hit behind the Eagles net.
And we'll see if Keith Moss is able to make his way back out onto the ice. Doesn't look like there's any players being tended to immediately by a trainer on the Bulls bench. Kept alive at the blue line by the skate of corner. Shot off a blocker. Rebound is there for Silcox. Turnaround. And that was Miller, not Silcox on that far post. And Sam Coleman is able to knock the post off of its moorings accidentally on purpose with 5:41 left in period 2 to get a whistle.
Looks like Coach Joyce is shifting the lines up here, moving assistant captain Brantley Miller up to the first line, maybe for a little bit more traffic in front. Looked like on that shot, Miller was right in front of Coleman, and for better or for worse, it was a good scoring chance there.
Embry-Riddle's going on their 105th minute in 2 consecutive games without a goal. They got to get something on the board here soon. Corner where the shot goes deflected wide of the near post. Marks for Miller down low. Back for Marks on the far corner. Turn around, and now players colliding behind the net. Miller's taken down on the play. Back referee sees it. Delayed penalty on the Bulls. Corner with a spinorama looking for a shot, and the Bulls will touch up. Minervini just about made his way to the bench. And now Brantley Miller picks up an extra penalty, so what would have been an Eagles power play is now going to be 4-on-4, much to the crowd's displeasure. Not sure, I was too busy focused on the play in the neutral zone to see what Miller did to get the retaliation. So instead of a 5-on-4 power play that the Eagles desperately needed, we'll play 4-on-4.
Looks like Brantley Miller was called for a slash. Not sure if that happened after the play or not, but that is unfortunate nonetheless. It looks like the USF call was definitely first. So again, Coach Joyce is talking about, when you play teams like this, it's little things like this that are going to make a difference in a game like this. You really can't afford these things to be happening. especially in a game when you're down 2-0 and you need a power play like that to get back in it. It's unfortunate to see. But 4-on-4 is still a great opportunity, so we'll see what the Eagles can do here with their speed.
And check out the line that Coach Joyce just put out for this 4-on-4. You've got Boken and Letarte and Austin. And another USF penalty was going to bring it 4-on-3. 3 out of the 4 players for Embry-Riddle, aside from Colin Bridges, are all new players for Embry-Riddle. That's the kind of confidence that Coach Joyce has in this new group, but it's going to be all for naught, as it looks like Usiak and Marks are going to come out for the 4-on-3 power play.
Give a lot of credit. I mean, those players you just mentioned beforehand, probably the fastest players on the team, in my opinion. Boken and Letarte are absolutely speedy guys, and they've made some great opportunities here in this game against a very fast USF team using their speed. So it looks like Coach is going to pull out the tried and true big guns for this 4-on-3 power play and see what can be done with the captain.
This is a huge momentum shift for both teams, no matter which way it goes. 4-on-3 for the next minute and 51 seconds, barring any other penalties. Boken on the near side, top circle. Down low, Usiak centering pass up top. Austin with a shot blocked in front. Rebound snagged by the left hand of Coleman. That's just the kind of goaltending that's been happening for the Bulls, and the Eagles just can't seem to solve the USF netminder.
It was a good opportunity right there. It's exactly what you want to see, spreading the 3 forwards out, the 3 players for USF out. You know, one of the forwards for the Eagles will be open, just about trying to get those shots through.
Boken at the top of the blue line, far side. Centering pass through the crease. Usiak wasn't ready for it. May have missed his stick by a couple of inches. Boken all the way from the blue line. Down low, far side corner. Up to the blue line for Austin. Noah Austin walking to the middle. Far side, Boken walks in. Near side, deflected away. Great read from USF, and they'll supply pressure. That's Scott Nelson keeping the puck in his attacking zone, killing as much time for the Bulls as possible.
This is a great play here by the USF forward, and he has the puck again.
Nelson working 1-on-3, doing everything he possibly can. Now he's taken away. Another penalty on USF. Embry-Riddle needs to let them touch up. They'll have a 5-on-3 power play.
Just throw this puck on net right now.
Minervini to the bench, 5-on-3 until USF touches up. No clear possession. Now they're going to call that clear possession. A tripping penalty against Nelson. He was the man of the hour for the Bulls, working 1-on-3 down low. And not a smart penalty, taking a tripping play behind. And he was caught by the orange striper. So 5-on-3.
Run out of room in that USF penalty box.
And excuse my wording, it is not going to be 5-on-3. So what's going to end up happening here is stacked penalty situation. So when the 44 seconds to the original minor penalty is up for the Bulls, that's when Nelson's 2 minutes for tripping will start. So until the penalty creating the 4-on-3 that has 53 seconds left on it is over, the Eagles will have a 5-on-3 power play and then a 5-on-4 power play. That's the confusion down at ice level right now, is trying to determine who's going to come out win on this stacked penalty situation. But Nelson's 2 minutes for tripping will not start until the first 44 seconds is up for USF.
It's a lot of math to do on a Friday night.
So for about 11 seconds, I believe there will be 5-on-3 power play for the Eagles, and then 5-on-4 for 1 minute and 49. Again, barring any other penalties. And let's see if we can have some controlled chaos here in the final 3:53 of period 2. Eagles need one to pull within one. They trail 2-0. No one home at the blue line on the back pass from Shepard, and so the Eagles set up out of their own end.
That's just been miscommunication on where the defense was on that play.
So if all goes correctly, no player should be coming out of the USF box in 25 seconds. Wyatt Ebner on the near corner has no support, taken down on the play. That's going to allow the Bulls an airmail all the way down the ice. 15 seconds until Miller is allowed out. And we'll have a face-off in the Embry-Riddle defensive end. Glove hand side of Minervini. He sent that one into the Bulls bench.
It was a good try by Minervini there. He's very well known for his puck handling, and it would have easily been a good breakout pass if he just could have gotten off the glass in front of the bench.
Corner and Ebner on the back end with Marks and Kaufman up front with Miller coming out of the box in 13 minutes. And the Eagles will have an outlet in Ebner down the right wing. Offside play. And clock will stop with 5 seconds left in the Eagles penalty. So a 9-second 5-on-3 about to ensue. And then at the end of that 9-second 5-on-3 will be a 5-on-4 for a minute and 51 seconds. Again, all of this due to the stacked penalty situation. And exactly that, Miller out of the box. The fresh 2 minutes is up for Nelson. So a 5-on-3 for USF as they send it all the way down. Now 5-on-4. And so the Eagles with that 5-on-4 man advantage with no traction, they're sent back to their own end.
It was just sloppy right there. Got to really work on taking a breath and coming out with a little bit more of a controlled breakout.
2:39 left in period 2. Eagles trail 2-0 to the USF Bulls. Marks with a shot, and that handcuffed Sam Coleman, it looked like. And now the USF player whose penalty time expired is able to come back onto the bench after that whistle. So exactly that, the controlled chaos, everything went according to plan, at least operations-wise in that stacked penalty situation. 2:31 left in period 2, 1:21 of Eagles 5-on-4 power play time.
Been saying it all night on the power play. Really need to see something happen here. I mean, this is a game where, with how close the special teams are, making a huge difference. And the Eagles' lack of presence on theirs is noteworthy.
Stolen down low. Letarte had a man on the near side. Shot! Glove save is made by Coleman again. Oh, a left-handed glove save of larcenous proportions by the Bulls netminder.
Gotta stop telling these guys to shoot glove side. Then maybe look at the blocker side a little bit more. Coleman's been playing fantastic tonight. Lytle putting himself in a great position to score, and just Coleman getting there before he had a chance to get a handle of the puck. If he got that shot off maybe a second and a half earlier, would have made a big difference. But give credit to the Bulls on stalling things out long enough to let Coleman get in position to make the save.
Thrown high off the glass, does not hit the netting, and all the way down for the Bulls. 65 seconds left of Eagles power play time with 2:10 left in the second. Jack Boken with speed through center ice, pokes it along. Here's Lytle, centering pass, Fowler knocked off the play. Beautiful defensive effort from Waitman. And a fluttering shot goes on goal, but a routine snag by the chest protector of Coleman.
Fowler had a great chance there, but the defender just took the body and, just completely took him out of the play. Great read by the Eagles coming up on that rush, but USF just always a step ahead, it seems, in these situations.
Back up to the blue line for Boken, still 40 seconds of power play time. Into the corner, up to the blue line, pass deflected to the near corner for Lytle, unable to get a shot up to the blue line. Bridges, his shot blocked to the near corner again. Fowler has his stick taken away. So it comes up to the blue line for Bridges with time. 20 seconds of the power play. Bridges has a man on the far side, goes near side for Lytle. Lytle, top of the circle to the center of the blue line. Shot blocked away by the hand of Nelson, that's Keith Moss. Good to see him back out on the ice after taking a heavy collision earlier in this period. 5 seconds of power play time. Fowler, far half wall. Up top, Lytle, shot, sent to the near corner, 5-on-5 play. Eagles unsuccessful in their power play efforts. Shot blocked in front, rebound is there, and it's covered up at the last second. 61 seconds left in period 2, and USF, with great penalty kill effort, keeping Embry-Riddle off the scoreboard.
I don't even know how that one stayed out. I'm not sure if Coleman made the save on that or Lytle got in the way of that. Not exactly sure what happened there, but this shows the Eagles are having a very hard time breaking this shutout streak they're on right now. But give them credit for trying.
Coming up on the end of their 5th scoreless period, but they've got 60 seconds to correct that. Rimmed hard around the near side boards, and the Bulls will have possession out to the neutral zone. Off the boards, Ebner sends it back where it came from to the neutral zone. Brantley Miller sends his man down to the ice. USF is successful in getting it below the goal line. Up top to the high slot shot, pad saved by Minervini. All alone in the slot was Hoffman. And USF nearly with another turnover. Now they do turn it over. Brantley Miller. Miller streaking right in on goal. Miller shot, 5-hole save made. Penalty on UCF on the hit from behind. Silcox takes a fist to the face. And there should be 2 penalties on the Bulls there. This should be a 4-minute double minor penalty or 2 2-minute minors in my opinion.
I mean, I understand Silcox going in there and you can call a roughing penalty on that, but that's unacceptable from USF right there. That's just ridiculous.
In my opinion, if they're going to call Matt Silcox on a roughing penalty there, they better give a double minor to that USF player who shoved Silcox right in the face.
You can't justify Embry-Riddle not walking out of this with a power play right now to me. There's no way between those 2 infringements. That's just ridiculous if that happens.
A roughing penalty. A roughing penalty to Silcox I saw, and a check from behind for Hoffman. And it looks like we're going to stay 4-on-4. I do not see a second penalty given to Hoffman.
I'm waiting
for the shot to Silcox. I fully understand the penalty to Silcox for coming in and giving a shot late.
That's garbage.
But Silcox took as much of a hit late after the play as he gave. There should be a penalty to match Silcox.
That's ridiculous. 100%.
14 seconds left in period 2. Shot deflected, blocked in front. And it was covered by Coleman long enough for a whistle with 11 seconds in period 2. Shots tied 18 apiece, but Riddle trailing 2-0. Face-off win for the Eagles. Up top for Hawtaw. His shot right into the glove and held by Coleman. 6 seconds down on the clock in the second period. One-man line change for the Bulls. Embry-Riddle doing a good job of more than doubling their shot total from the first period here in the second frame. And that will wind the clock down to end period number 2. 1 goal for the Bulls in the first period, 1 goal for the Bulls in the second period. That is where we stand with the Eagles trailing by a pair at the end of 40 minutes of play. We'll have 1 minute and 36 seconds of 4-on-4 play when we come back to start period number 3. And good to see Jeremy Curson trying to get some weight on his left foot here in the second intermission. We will be back for the start of period number 3 here on the Embry-Riddle Eagles Broadcast Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Eagles Nest here in Daytona Beach, Florida at the Daytona Ice Arena. Start of period number 3. Your Embry-Riddle Eagles trail the USF Bulls by a score of 2-0. 1 minute and 36 seconds of carryover 4-on-4 play from the end of the second period. 5 periods of scoreless hockey between Saturday's UCF game and tonight's first 2 periods against USF. And Andrew, one more time, what is Coach Joyce doing to get his team back on the scoreboard?
I mean, Coach just kind of went in and talked about the feeling in the room. You know, it's been a little while since the team scored. They kept saying a few expletives I shouldn't repeat over the air, but you know, bury this team. Like, you know, the chances have been there, the pressure's been there. Keep grinding, keep hitting these guys. We're in this game. This team isn't any better than us. That's really was the mantra in the locker room. I mean, it's just because we haven't put one in yet. I mean, we've been very, very close a couple times. Actually, found out that one of the shots in the second period had a wide open cage was blocked by one of the Embry-Riddle forwards. David Lytle's shot was blocked by Alex Fowler into an empty cage. And I mean, it just shows you how close we've been tonight. And there's 20 minutes left to right those wrongs.
University of South Florida Bulls in their road green uniforms with a dark gold trim, moving left to right across the ice surface to start period number 3. Embry-Riddle in their home white uniforms, lighter gold and navy blue trim, moving in that opposite direction, right to left. Max Minervini remains in the net for Embry-Riddle. Sam Coleman, the netminder for USF. Ryan Marks, lone forechecker in the offensive zone for Embry-Riddle, unable to steal possession away. Saucer passes on the tape for Croden. Toe drag to keep it alive for Waitman, stolen away 2-on-1, Embry-Riddle. Near side pass from Adrian Deborah to Marks, just missed the mark. But Deborah gets it back on the far corner. Both Embry-Riddle defenders looking for that seam pass. Luckily, Hawtaw comes back for support. And now a foot race that will see USF win possession. Shot goes wide, but not by much of the blocker's side of Minervini.
Scary play by Deborah there. You just want to kind of see him make that pass before he gets stripped there. It's a little too close for comfort.
Jack Boken on the right side wall. Stops up at the half wall at the hash marks. 14 seconds of 4-on-4 play. Dangerous turnaround. Up in the air, stays in play. High stick is waved off as Hawtaw at the red line will send it back in. And now a slashing penalty against Jack Boken, it looks like. So in 6 seconds, we'll have an Embry-Riddle penalty kill.
Didn't exactly see the slash, to be honest. Not sure where it took place, but tough start to the period regardless of how it happened.
18:30 left in the third frame. Shots 24-23 in favor of Embry-Riddle. The forward pressure is there. Now USF with too many players on the ice to start this face-off. They've still got a man in the box. And we will have that corrected by the horn of the scorekeeper.
There's an Eagles player coming off, but okay.
Everyone forgot about the coincidental minors back in the second period. In 6 seconds, it'll be 5-on-3, but right now it's 5-on-4, excuse me, but right now it's 4-on-3. Eagles try to get it out of their own zone. Bouncing puck at the blue line, kept alive by the Bulls. Near blue line, centering passes deflected away by Minervini. 5-on-4 power play for the Bulls. They'll have it on the near side half wall. Tim Lynch, his pass is deflected out by Noah Austin. Letarte, hard forecheck pressure. Great defensive effort from Letarte, but they cannot stop the Bulls from entering the zone on an onside play. 1:30 left in the penalty kill for the Eagles. Hawtaw keeping the puck along the near side boards in the corner. Hard rim around the boards, comes all the way to the point. Near side for Lynch, shot right into the midsection of Minervini, no rebound, is forfeited. 17:40 left in period 3, 70 seconds until we're back to full and even strength.
Good job so far by the Embry-Riddle penalty kill. Just noticing though how USF really activates their D-man on a lot of their drives. I mean, I skated with Tim Lynch for a long time, a few years, and know how big he is as an offensive defenseman, one of many here on USF who they just love to let drive the offense.
Alfaro's pass is deflected out by Turner Kaufman, and the Bulls are forced back out to neutral ice. Great defensive work from the Eagles. That was Bryce Corner sending that one all the way down. Fowler with light forecheck pressure. 45 seconds of Eagles penalty kill time. 2-0 lead for the Bulls. 17-12 left in period 3. Still a lot of time on a fresh sheet of ice. Far side pass, backhander, pad save, Minervini. Fowler with the rebound. Got to be quick to clear it out. He does, and it stays in play. He had a Bulls forechecker right behind him if he waited just another quarter of a second. 27 seconds of penalty kill time. Bulls in their own zone behind Coleman. They'll escape out the far side of their net with a bouncing puck. They'll send it off the near side boards. Touch to speed for DePaulo. DePaulo with a shot off the chest protector of Minervini. Rebound all the way up to the blue line. Shot in the high slot. Glove save, Max Minervini. Stops the clock with 16:37 left in the third period. 8 seconds of Eagles penalty kill time.
Solid save there. The Eagles did a good job up until that point of preventing high-scoring chances, but 2 great saves back-to-back there from Minervini, keeping the team in the game. Hasn't played a bad game at all, facing 27 shots, stopping 25 of them. Very good save percentage so far.
Face off on the glove hand side of the Eagles netminder, and the Bulls will win it in the attacking zone. Centering pass. Lytle was able to get a stick in there, I believe, and we're back to 5-on-5 play after the blocked shot. If the Eagles can hurry, they've got numbers. David Lytle has Shepard on his left. Lytle shot deflected up in the air, easily handled by the left-handed mitt of Coleman.
Honestly, in that kind of situation, you'll take that. It allows the team to get a change and really get some offensive pressure after a solid penalty kill overall by all 5 members on the ice, including the goaltender.
Looks like line change for the Eagles that's going a little bit awry. Lytle, Marks, and Shepard will be out here for the offensive zone draw. Blocker hand side on the near side of the Bulls netminder Coleman. Marks, the centerman. Right-handed backhand face-off win to Bridges, too far away from him in a foot race. Bridges wins it, knocks his man down, but can't keep the puck out of his defensive end. Stumbling on the play was Miranda. And the Eagles will fail to clear it out. Loose in between the hash marks. Dangerous place. Comes up to the blue line. No shooting lane. Good job from Lytle being in the way. And Lytle is unable to get it out on the neutral zone. Gets it there on the second effort. And the Bulls will send it right back in after they make a 3-man forward line change, giving Bridges plenty of time behind his netminder to escape out the near side. Dangerous centering pass deflected, and the Bulls keep it alive with a fresh set of legs. Walking off the goal line, shot, pad save, Minervini, rebound to the far corner. 15:35 left in period 2. Bulls working with a 2-0 lead. Centering pass deflected, Minervini, another save, rebound behind him. Bulls swarming here in the attacking end. Far side blue line, long shot blocked in front by Shepard, and a delayed penalty against the Eagles. That will be called up and blown for a cross-checking call by the trailing official on Matt Silcox. He'll go right back into the box. And that's what happens when you have a turnover in your defensive zone. About 75% of the time, you're either going to give up a goal or take a penalty when there's that kind of offensive pressure coming in.
And it's just a tough play there. I mean, this USF team, again, talking about giving them a lot of credit with how you give them any bit of room, they're going to make you pay for it, whether it's in the penalty box or on the scoreboard. There's another testament to that.
Eagles win the faceoff. Boken in the near corner gets it up to Noah Austin with a little bit of time and space. He'll send it all the way down. Letarte, hard forecheck pressure. Speedy winger, hard around the net, unable to keep the puck away from the Bulls. Right through center ice. USF sends it in wide of Minervini, but he will snag it, not allowing the Bulls to set up any kind of pressure. He'll take the defensive zone draw.
Give a lot of credit to Letarte on that, but just holding back the USF attack by himself for probably 15 seconds there, having to take some time to reset. even though he wasn't going to get the puck, he forced their hand. I mean, that speed was just fantastic. It's always great to see.
And that speed comes in handy because in that kind of play, it's easy to get caught behind a 5-man rush of that power play unit. Luckily for Letarte, he's got that speed to get him back in a good defensive posture. Boken missed the mark on the stick of Kaufman, but Kaufman with hard forecheck pressure keeps it on the far side corner. He'll try and kill time, but it's stolen away by the Bulls. And they'll skate it out to the neutral zone with 1:13 left in their power play. Left wing wall. Shot blocked away by the foot of Knapp. Eagles staying in a tight box, not pushing the play up to the blue line. Shot, stick, save, Minervini, rebound is there, pounces on the rebound. And Boken and Knapp clean up the garbage in front of him. 58 seconds left in the Eagles penalty kill.
Not a lot of love lost between these two teams. Much like the UCF rivalry, we're not always known to make friends in this conference, it seems like.
14-16 left in period 3. Again, Eagles trailing 2-0. Still a decent amount of time, but you've got to find one here in the next couple of minutes. Got to get the crowd into it. Got to have enough time to get momentum back for that second goal. So you got to kill off the remaining 53 seconds, and that's the way to do it. Looking for Ryan Marks, but he had his back turned and head cocked the other way. Breakaway pass from Letarte missed the mark. And the Bulls will set up below their own goal line. Again, Letarte using his speed to his forechecking advantage.
I mean,
look at the work that newcomer Adam Letarte is doing with team captain Ryan Marks, keeping the Bulls in their defensive zone on the power play.
I mean, this should be getting a huge cheer from the bench out there. I mean, this is just awesome to see.
Every single player for the Eagles is up on the bench, getting a little bit of energy boost from this penalty kill unit, and again sent all the way down, and the top two forwards for Embry-Riddle, Letarte and Marks will make a line change. Great penalty kill from those two. Brings the clock down to 5 seconds of the Eagles penalty. Corner on the near side, has possession, bleeding the clock down, and we're back to 5-on-5 play. Still trying to get it out of their defensive zone, the Eagles are. They turn it over in the high slot, and Wyatt Ebner gets possession for Noah Austin for the Eagles. Great body in front. This one sent all the way down the ice, does not go on goal. So an icing call against the home team with 12:56 left in period 3. Shots have climbed for USF, 31-25. They lead in that category while maintaining a 2-0 advantage on the scoreboard as well. Back to 5-on-5 play. Face-off blocker hand side of Minervini in the Eagles defensive zone. Face-off win for Embry-Riddle. Wyatt Ebner retreating to the near side around the net of Minervini. Deflected out of the zone. And that is going to be an interference penalty against Noah Austin. Both referees saw it. Both referees will call it. Again, the Eagles using their speed. Austin deflected it off the boards on his left. Tried to take the roundabout route on his right. Instead got taken out of the play, and a USF penalty with 12:44 left in period 3. Another huge opportunity for the Eagles.
And as if I'm beating a dead horse here, I gotta see some life from this power play unit. A goal here is absolutely needed. It can't be stressed enough how important this power play is.
Thrown off the boards, kept alive by Hataw. Shot, no one is in front of the net. That will allow Sam Coleman a routine warm-up type save on the left-handed glove.
I mean, that glove has caught everything that's come in sight of it all night, and nothing's going to change. The Eagles need to wait and get some traffic in front if they're going to get anything past this guy.
Jordan Shepard needs to put his keister right on top of the crease. He's the biggest player for Embry-Riddle out on the ice, and Coleman is not large in stature at all. Shepard needs to be in front providing a screen just as Usiak is right now. But the Eagles will have it for Hataw, nearly deflected by Usiak on the fluttering shot. Now backhander blocker saved by Coleman. Usiak gets possession back, hooked on the play, arms stay down of the officials.
And just pinning the puck there in the corner just to kill time.
1:21 of power play time, and the Bulls will send it all the way down the ice. Minervini out of his net. He'll send it hard up the boards for Hataw, and continued up for Shepard. Shepard off the glass on a deflection, sends it back below the corner. looking for UCX, stolen away by the Bulls. 3-on-1 battle ensues for the Eagles. They steal possession away to the far side. Shepherd's got to win the race there, unable to do so, but another penalty to the Bulls with 54 seconds left on their original. So we'll have 54 seconds of 5-on-3 time. Again, we're gonna be a broken record, beat the dead horse, whatever you want to call it. This power play has to get some sort of traction.
I'm getting antsy, Nick. I need to see something. It's killing me.
And this crowd, everyone on their feet, wanting that first goal for the Eagles tonight.
Big huddle at center ice, really looking to see a few too many guys out there right now, but big huddle at center ice to make a game plan here. This is huge.
All of the big guns out for Embry-Riddle. Miller and Deborah centered by Ryan Marks with Boken and Kaufman at the blue line. Kaufman down low for Miller. Back up to Kaufman at the blue line. Kaufman slap shot deflected wide of the post. Kept alive off a body of Miller in the corner. Near side for Marks at the half wall. Up top for Boken at the blue line. Boken near side. One-timer, they score! Ryan Marks on the near side. 1-2 is cut in half. There's the power play goal for the Eagles, and it came off the stick of the captain.
It's fabulous. I mean, there's really not a lot to say other than, great setup, spacing it out, forcing the USF players to make a decision on who they're going to cover. And you give the captain a feed like that, and he's just not going to miss. Absolutely awesome shot by Ryan Marks.
And again, one more time, that blocker hand side is going to be that weak area for Coleman. He's caught everything that's come in his range. Need to go to that blocker side. Still 1:35 of power play time. 5-on-4 power play for the Eagles. 11 minutes left in period number 3. It is now a 2-1 lead for the Bulls, and the Eagles aren't done yet. Here comes Boken doing it himself over the blue line to the far corner. Boken bodied off the puck, trying to keep it alive. Miller comes in, knocks all 3 players down, gets possession. 1:08 left in the 5-on-4 power play. Deborah steps in for possession. Eagles have it on the far corner. Up to the blue line for Boken. Has Ryan Marks again on his left, goes on the far side. Kaufman shot off the outside of the net. Stays in play. 10:26 left in the game. 47 seconds left in the power play for the Eagles. No one home at the blue line for Marks as an option. Kept alive by Kaufman though. Far side, Deborah. Shot blocked in front. Deborah back at the blue line. Down into the corner for Brantley Miller. Marks with a shot. Rebound is there. No one is home for the Eagles. And the Bulls clear it all the way down the ice.
Such a good setup. But at that moment there, with a huge rebound in front, you'd hope one of the Eagles would be there to bury it.
Under 10 minutes to go for the Eagles to try to pull even. They trail 2-1 now. Onside play, and it's cleared all the way down the ice on a turnover.
That's a tough play there.
7 seconds of power play time. That will just about do it as Shepherd has it from Minervini and turns it over at the blue line to the Bulls. Back to 5-on-5 play. Kyle Usiak at his own blue line sends it back for Minervini, who keeps it alive for Shepherd momentarily. Stolen out of the glove of Minervini. Got to be careful not to take a penalty here. Everyone will skate away, realizing that a penalty from either side here is detrimental to their club. Minervini just a little too hesitant. That USF player has every right to that loose puck. I understand, Andrew, that you're a goaltender. You're not going to like that explanation, but that Bulls player had every right to that loose puck, waiting for Minervini to cover it up. Luckily for Minervini and the Eagles, referee gave benefit of the doubt. As soon as that glove went on the puck, the whistle was blown.
It definitely, I hear what you're saying, but my heart always tells me that that was the right move there. Luckily, we got the whistle.
9:26 left in period, 3-2-1 lead for the Bulls. Delayed penalty, never mind, that's a high stick that is waved off against the Eagles. So play continues in the Bulls' offensive zone. 9:15 left in period 3. Bryce Corner's wraparound was anticipated, but the Eagles are able to get it out off a body of Letarte, not enough for an icing call. Off the boards and into the neutral zone. Good stick from Wyatt. Ebner sends it back into the attacking end. Under 9 to go in period 3. Ebner has it back at the top of his own defensive zone. Thrown off the boards, kept alive by the Bulls. Shot in the midsection of Minervini. He's not giving up a rebound there. 8:47 left in period 3. 2-1 lead for the Bulls.
And this is a nail-biter right down to the end here. Great start to the season series against this team. We'll see them 3 more times this year. Hard-fought game, pretty close shots, very close in goals. It's really exciting to see what's going to happen this last 8:47.
Face off on the far side, won by the Bulls. Shot wide of the near side post, kept at the blue line. That one goes in on goal, deflected, and a blocker saved by Minervini. Kaufman sends his man into the boards, legally, says the official. 8.5 in period 3. Smart play, sending that up the boards rather than trying to force it through center, and the Eagles will dump it in on a delayed forecheck. They'll touch up and supply forecheck pressure. Alex Fowler keeps it alive below the goal line.
Eagles need to keep hitting their men like they've been doing all night. That's how they're generating their opportunities.
Step up from Boken, keeps it alive. Boken centering pass, Knapp is there for a backhander, loose in the crease, where is it? It's in the midsection of Coleman, and he has a whistle with 8:03 left in period 3.
That's the kind of traffic you need right there. Boken doing a great job in the midst of the confusion, throwing the puck on net, and I mean, give credit to Coleman for being there when he needs to. He's played outstanding all night. Not sure the Bulls would be winning this game if it wasn't for his solid goaltending tonight.
And right back to the top line. Mark centering Deborah and Miller. Hawtaw and Bridges at the point for the Eagles. Face off on the near side circle. And a false start from the far side wingers will stall the drop of the puck. Face-off win for the Eagles. Hawtaw takes the shot. Pad save. Marks was there for the rebound, but none was given by Coleman. Great face-off win by the Eagles.
I don't think Coleman saw that shot, to be honest. When it hit his stick, he seemed very surprised. It's a good shot by Hawtaw there. Bit of traffic right in front when he released the shot.
The Bulls will win this face-off, and they'll get it out into the neutral zone. Skated into by Zach Slezak. Played his junior hockey here in Florida. Makes a home with the USF Bulls. Almost a tripping penalty called on the Eagles. And now a hit from behind by the Bulls is going to be called.
It's just, I mean, if you're a USF player, you're there in front of the net, there's absolutely no reason to do that.
And now Brantley Miller, that is cause for concern, honestly, if that's not called. That was way late after the whistle, and the Eagles are going to be very lucky if the assistant captain doesn't go into the box. And the Bulls are pleading their case. And now the referees are going to have a discussion. If I'm Brantley Miller, I'm skating as far away from the two orange banders as possible. They're going to have a discussion about this.
That was just a bad move right there. I mean, I should have opened my mouth talking about the USF player like that.
And good for Mark shooing Miller away. Get Miller on the bench, out of the eyesight of the officials. They're still discussing. This is a pivotal moment. No time at all is up on the board. We already had the original penalty on that hit from behind from the USF player, number 11, Drake DiPaolo. And now the question is if Brantley Miller picks up a retaliation.
You know, I mean, if you look back on this game and the story of it, it's going to be the story of penalties and retaliations, really. That's going to define what's happening or not.
And it looks like Miller escapes the big arm of the law. We'll have a face-off in the USF defensive zone. The Bulls and their coaching staff are not going to be happy about it, but we'll take whatever we can get as Eagles fans.
Absolutely. I mean, that should have definitely, I mean, you know, as biased as I am, and I'll admit it on the air, that should have been a penalty. I mean, it's definitely grateful to get away with one, maybe to make up for that lack of the call on Silcock's last period, but I mean, again, this is huge. 7:30 left in the game. Another power play goal is absolutely needed.
And you took the words right out of my mouth. You've got to take advantage of whatever is given to you, whether it's fair or not fair. If it's given to you on a silver platter like this, you got to eat it all day long.
And you can see Coach Joyce's attitude shifting, running 4 forwards now, and probably the most offensive defenseman of them all with Jack Boken. So, I mean, this is an all-out, go-for-broke kind of time. Coach knows that, I mean, the next 7:30, this is probably the most valuable 2 minutes they have left right now.
And the Bulls coaching staff still having a discussion with the referees about it, and I would be too, honestly.
Yeah, this is a huge moment. I mean, this is both teams are nervous. It's tense.
Finally, we are set to go for a face-off on the near side. Fresh 2-minute power play for the Eagles, and they win the face-off for Kaufman. Far side one-timer blocked in front, kept on the far side half wall, and the Bulls get it out to neutral ice. Almost stolen away. Good pressure.
Great
from
footwork.
Turner Kaufman.
Great footwork by Turner there to stop an odd man rush the other way.
Usiak bodied, getting possession on the far corner. 7:08 to go in the game. Eagles trail 2-1 on the power play, and the Bulls get it all the way down.
And that was close. Good pressure by the Eagles, but the USF defender just got a step on it.
Turner Kaufman out the far side of the net behind Minervini. On the stick of Letarte. Speedy forward over the blue line down the right side. Has all the time in the world around to the near corner. Tries to get a pass up high for Austin. Austin below the goal line. Looking over his options. Noah Austin has Boken at the blue line. Boken, center of the blue line now. Shot deflected, stays in play. Hard rim around the glass. Unable to be kept in by Boken, a bouncing puck with 55 seconds left in the Eagles' power play. Boken forced back behind Minervini. Eagles trail 2-1, 6:16 left in period 3.
This first line's back out here on the ice with Deborah, Miller, and Marks.
Center in front, and a blocker save made by Coleman. Good shot from Deborah. Deborah down low, Marks. Back to the near side corner, he'll handle it himself. Center of the blue line for Ebner. Ebner shot blocked in front, good defensive play from the Bulls. Unable to clear it. Wyatt Ebner walks in, his stick failed him. He'll move it to the bench, 4-on-4 play. Marks with his head up, handles it himself. Shot into the glove hand of Coleman.
We've been saying it a lot tonight. It's a shame your twigs fail on you when you need them most, and Ebner knows that all too well right now. Good effort by the team to really get an opportunity playing 4-on-4 for a few seconds. And with 13 seconds left in this power play, there's not let's see what can be done in this faceoff. There's not a lot of time left to make something.
And you got to imagine that Ryan Marks was looking for Ebner at the blue line. Luckily for him, he picked his head up and saw he wasn't there and just fired it down the ice. But that could have been a much more elongated presence without a forced shot. Centering pass right there off the face-off. Poke check by Coleman.
And Miller had that all day. All he had to do was just tap it.
Down low, 2-on-1 for the Eagles. Far side Miller, centering pass. The captain was there and taken away on the play.
Miller needs to make sure on that play behind the net he's not drawing any unnecessary penalties.
Hawtaw with a shot wide of a soccer net. Around the boards, dangerous pinch in from Colin Bridges. Fails to keep it in off a body of the linesman, and now a 3-on-2 back the other way for the Bulls. Turned over to Ryan Marks, and the Eagles try to turn it back up ice. They get it into the neutral zone, but no one's home except a set of green jerseys.
A lot of scary confusion going on here.
And a tripping penalty will be called on the Bulls again. 5 minutes to go in period 3. And Remy Hawtaw getting this crowd fired up for another power play chance.
He's been a feisty guy since the day I met him, and I couldn't imagine passing up an opportunity like that to try to get the crowd into it.
Embry-Riddle has completely rallied on the shot category too. They lead 35-33, but they trail 2-1. And again, one more time, broken record. Gotta capitalize on the power play. They've done it once before. They gotta do it again.
This is huge. I mean, I've run out of words. I want to sound different every time this happens, but it's tough. It's tough to sound different.
And it starts with a big face-off win on the near side. Boken down low for Fowler. Fowler bodied on the play, sends it down low for Austin. Austin walks around a man, fires a shot, glove saved by Coleman. Turner Kaufman for Kyle Usiak on the far half wall. Usiak below the goal line, handles it himself, turns it over, and on the backhand it's thrown all the way down the ice. Noah Austin had a highlight reel goal last week at home, and he looked for another one tonight to get the equalizer. Instead, Sam Coleman had other ideas.
Tough play by Usiak there. I can see what he's trying to do. It's just not working there. Oh, come on, guys.
And the Eagles are just getting too pretty with it. They got to make the simple passes, simple plays, and get out of their own zone with 1:12 to go in the power play.
They need to just just got to carry the puck in, make a pass or two, really understand what they're at. Oh my goodness.
Jack Boken has his pass intercepted. In comes USF on Minervini. Stutter step, pad save, Max Minervini! What a skate save and a regroup back the other way for Usiak. Kyle Usiak shot, and then another save from Coleman.
That was a magnificent save, a game-changing, and a save that should have been unnecessary, really, on a power play like this.
Usiak centering pass for Austin goes over his stick. Usiak gets it back in the attacking zone, stolen and cleared all the way down, and now a USF player is down, but he gets to the bench before the whistle is blown, and the Eagles try to get their footing after giving up a tremendous penalty, and Max Minervini bailing his team out again, and another pane of glass is out right in front here. No one has seen it yet, so we'll see how long play continues with this pane of glass out here on the near blue line right in front of our broadcast position. Onside play on the far side for Ebner. 5 seconds on the power play. Ebner, blue line for corner. Corner with a shot blocked in front, rebound there for Marks. And we're back to 5-on-5 play, 2:55 left in the game. And now we have that stoppage and a whistle for the pane of glass. That is knocked out. And that should be an offensive zone faceoff for the Eagles. 2:53 left in the third period. Andrew, if you're Coach Joyce, when are you using your timeout, and when are you looking to Max to come to the bench?
I'd probably look to call my timeout maybe in the next whistle or two, assuming it's another 45 seconds from now or so. Really come up with a game plan. Start to look, looks like Max was communicating with the bench a little bit on what time he would be looking to go. Ideally, you want to see what you can do on this face-off here, see what can be done, see if you can get some more traffic, and try to put it in now before you're forced to come to that. But I would say look for Max to be gone by the 90-second mark left in the period.
First line for the Eagles is off the ice, resting on the bench. You expect to see them towards the end of this period. Face-off will stay in the Bulls zone. And USF coaching staff wanting an explanation. They'll get a short one, not happy about it. But how could you expect them to be with a D-zone face-off in the final 3 minutes? Face-off win from Kaufman, a big one, but it goes past everybody. And the Eagles back in the neutral zone. 2:45 left in period 3. Lytle sends it into the far corner for Shepard to give chase. Shepard gains possession. Two-a-side battle. Marks walking out the far side. That's Lytle, excuse me. For corner. Lytle in front, shot, and a save is made by Sam Coleman.
It's a great play by corner there, just to throw the puck in front. Again with Lytle there, great opportunity. Maybe just a second if you could have just taken it off. Didn't have time to corral it. That would have been in there on that short side. But again, give credit. Coleman has been there all night long.
Only one goal on 38 shots for the USF netminder. 3 fresh forwards out for the visitors. Turner Kaufman, the left-handed center for the Eagles. Lost it to the Bulls. They'll send it up the boards, but not out. Kept on by Lytle and goes through corner on the second effort. Now a foot race. Corner harassed from behind. Good pressure. And now a hand pass is called, and a face-off at neutral ice will ensue. Eagles will make a defensive line change and a forward line change.
Looks that second line coming out tonight.
Keeping
right
the
now.
First line on the bench until we get closer to that 90-second mark, as you said, Andrew. 2:19 left in period 3, 2-1 lead for the Bulls. Captain Ryan Marks got a power play goal earlier in this third period. And now the Eagles' hand pass will send it all the way down to their defensive zone instead of a face-off in the neutral zone. So now the Eagles are forced to play defense in their own end. A dangerous centering pass blocked away, but not out. Blockered away by Minervini on a turnaround fluttering shot. USF with a turnaround shot into the glove hand of Minervini, going well high over the net, but again, not wanting that extra pressure.
Give the Eagles a second to kind of regroup, take a breath, and try to come up with a face-off plan here.
.204 on the clock. 2-1 lead for the Bulls in enemy territory.
And look for the Bulls here to just try to kill the clock and eat the puck.
USF has possession out to the neutral zone. Pitchfork play fails, and the Bulls keep it at neutral ice, and they'll gain possession in their own end. Rocking chair regroup to the near side corner on an errant pass. Goes back to the far side. Up to the boards and out to the neutral zone. Sent back where it came from. Delayed offsides waved off. Letarte, hard forecheck pressure. 90 seconds to go. Watch for Minervini to come to the bench. Bulls up the near side. Minervini stays in as possession comes all the way down. Icing is waved off. Doesn't have the legs to get to the goal line. 80 seconds to go in period number 3, and the Bulls have it in their own end.
And the Bulls are just going to kill as much time as possible. And they gotta get on this forecheck quickly.
Noah Austin fell down behind the play, and an errant pass comes on the stick of Hawtaw. Volleyballed through center ice, and the Bulls come back on a 2-on-1. Near side play, backhander blocked in front. Glove save, Minervini on the regroup. 1 minute to go in the game. Fluttering pass does not allow Minervini to come to the bench. He's slowly making his way there. And it's now 6-on-5 on the ice. Brantley Miller with a weak shot again into the glove hand. Now Miller takes a cross check right in front. And a timeout called by Embry-Riddle.
And before the after whistle shenanigans started, good play by Miller there. Just get the puck on net. Make a shot that you know he's going to make a save on, so that way you have time to take the face off, take a timeout, get your first line out there. This is where you go for broke. This is it.
45 seconds left on the clock in period number 3. Embry-Riddle trailing by a score of 2-1. It all started in period number 1. A power play goal from number 20, Michael Alfaro, assisted by Drake DiPaolo on the power play, 16:38 in period 1. It stayed that way until period number 2, until Alex Rhodes got an even strength goal assisted by Joseph Timoyan, 3:37 into period 2. And it stayed 2-0 into the second intermission. It wasn't until 8 minutes and 40 seconds into the third period where Captain Ryan Marks got a power play one-timing goal from number 9, Jack Boken. And that is where we stand right now. 45.3 on the clock. 2-1 lead for the Bulls. Embry-Riddle looking for the equalizer.
And this is the most, without saying, most important face-off of the night.
Marks is the centerman. Usiak on his left. Miller and Kaufman on the right. Boken and Noah Austin on the blue line. 5 forwards, 1 defenseman for the Eagles. Crowd fired up, and a face-off win for the home team. Boken into the near corner, stolen away by the Bulls, kept at the blue line. Watch for the hand pass, and that's going to be called. And that'll bring the face-off back into the neutral zone.
And it looks like it's going to bring Max back into the net.
Not sure why the face-off is going that far into the neutral zone. The hand pass happened just inside the attacking blue line. It should be just outside the attacking blue line then. 36 seconds on the clock. Now another discussion with the referees, allowing this top line for Embry-Riddle to gather some air in their lungs. And now with 36 seconds left in the game, Nick Walters for USF is thrown off the ice. Not a penalty, but he is taken off the ice to the bench, sent off by the referees. He has it looked like a screw missing at the top of his cage is what's being signaled to the USF captain. 5-on-5 on the ice until Max is able to get to the bench for the Eagles. Embry-Riddle has to get it out of their own zone. Half a minute to go. Noah Austin stops up on the near corner, gets help from Boken. Toe drag to the far corner. Up the boards, Ryan Marks stops up in the neutral zone, nearly turns it over, skates it towards the blue line, evading everyone he can. Near side, UCF onside play. Around the boards, far side, Kaufman, 10 seconds on the clock. Kaufman in front, near side, UCF, loose in the crease. Where is it? Near side, far side, and clock is stopped, 1.7. How did that stay out?
And I mean, it looked like Kyle Usiak had a perfect chance to bury that. I'm not trying to guilt anybody here. I mean, that was just, with 10 seconds left, a great throw with the net by Turner Kaufman. I don't know how that stayed out at least 3 times. That's real. That was just unbelievable there. That's everything you want in a play. We'll see if they're going to add some more time to the clock.
Absolute bedlam in front of Sam Coleman, who somehow keeps the biscuit out of the basket.
It's just unfortunate. I mean, that's all I can say right now. It's just sad. It's just so close. I mean, give USF a lot of credit, man. They've been playing good hockey all night, and it's radiated out from the net.
And a timeout called by USF. And if I'm Ryan Marks and Bob Joyce, I'm pleading for more time on the clock. 1.7 is not a lot of time.
You're either going to get the shot off the face-off, or you're going to be able to win it clean back to the defenseman for a tee, and that's it. That's all you got. There's not a lot of time for anything else. But it looks like Coach Joyce is talking to the referees about adding more time. But I really don't know how that stays out after all that pressure. But I mean, regardless of what happens here, I mean, this is an awesome showing for the Eagles against the number 2 team in the South, a national tournament team, a contender for the title, a team that plays very well in high pressure situations. I mean, this is an Eagles team that has come a long way. I mean, personally speaking, played on this team my sophomore year, and this team would lose to this USF team by scores of 10 or 11-1, and to see this in a 2-1 game right now, where this USF team is concerned absolutely right now until the end of the game. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic to see.
Ryan Marks, the right-handed shot. 4 players in the middle. You either get the shot off the face-off or game is over. Blocked by the USF centerman. And the game is over after Kaufman gave just a couple of extra whacks to the number 18, Nick Walters, for USF, who was able to block that centering pass. A disappointing result nonetheless for Embry-Riddle at home, but as you said, Andrew, even just progressing throughout this game, you could see the improvement from start to finish. The power play found its rhythm. Ryan Marks with the power play goal with the one-timer.
I'm very proud of this team, I'll be honest. I mean, it's absolutely, it's sad to see. It's a bummer to see this team not, with all the effort that came out tonight, out shooting USF for the first time ever against playing this team. I mean, if you talk to the USF players, I think they would really tip their hat to us. I think we played a really hard game.
Final score from the Eagles' Nest here at the Daytona Ice Arena. Your Embry-Riddle Eagles fall by a score of 2-1 to the USF Bulls. We will be right back here next Friday night against the UCF Knights. Start time scheduled for 6:30 p.m. The Eagles will hit the road tomorrow to face this very same USF Bulls team. Eagles fall to a record of 1-2. Losing 2 in a row, 1 to UCF last Saturday and 1 tonight here against USF. But both very respectable results. One more time, final score here from Daytona: Embry-Riddle 1, USF Bulls 2. For Andrew Caputo, I'm Nick Gimbel. We thank you for joining us here on the Embry-Riddle Eagles Broadcast Network.